a women's health PT. Does not mean I do not work with men, but I have had 2 children myself, and so I feel I'm armed with all of my knowledge and my personal experience to help women navigate and kind of get through pregnancy, the postnatal period, onward and upward into menopause and beyond, and everything else that's in between. So this little workout I'm going to do for you today is 5 body weight lower body exercises. So you can do it anywhere without any equipment. You can do 1 set, 2 sets, or the 3 sets total. So it's all dependent on how you're feeling, energy, time, whether you want to push yourself a little bit more. It's entirely up to you, but they should be all adaptable to any and everyone. So they're pregnancy, they're postnatal, they're suitable for knee injuries, the fact that you're not loading, not putting any extra weight. If you have any issues, please do get in touch with me. Drop a little comment underneath this video and I can jump back in and answer any of your questions. But hopefully with my chatting over the top of everything, I'll give you all the options that you need. So, that being said, we're going to start with a very straightforward squat. So this is slightly parallel legs. If you want to go wider, we'll be having that one later. So it's not a perfectly on top of each other one. This is what I call a parallel. Sitting down like you're sitting in a chair. On the way up, I want really strong exhale, using core strength, squeeze your glutes, thrust those hips forward. Let's get going. We're going to do 20 repetitions. Breathing in, breathing out. I'm going relatively deep because I do a lot of these. I teach quite a few classes during the week. I have my PT clients. I have my own personal workouts that I do. So I'm a fan and a lover of a squat. So you come to whatever depth is suitable for you, especially if you have any knee or hip issues. Let's do another 5 together. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll know, if you know anything about me, you'll know that sometimes I'm too busy chatting and I lose track of how many reps. That should have been 20, could have been 15. I'll leave it to you. What we're going to do now, I'll count these ones. We're going to squat and we're going to lateral raise. All on one side first and then the other. Down, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale to lift. Nice straight, strong, upright posture. Nice, strong, upright, outwardly extending there from your hip. Nice straight leg. Let's keep going. Exhale on your exertion, on the hardest portion of a movement. Inhale. Exhale. Let's have another 5. And lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Should have said also, if you need or want it, you can have a support on one side. So you can hold on to something and lift. Hold on to something, lift. You do not have to have this as a body weight. I'm going to come slightly on the angle so you can see slightly different side to the exercise. And we've got 20 repetitions for this second side. And out. Inhale. Inhale. We're up to 5 here. Let's keep it going. Nice strong kick out. So I've got a flexed foot. That's going to help keep that line all the way from the heel to my hip. And standing up nice and tall as you come into that lateral raise. Let's have another 5. And 4. And 3. 2. And last one. So this next one may or may not be for everyone. You can always do different options. We've been coming from a squat into a movement on the second one. We started with the nice, simple, straightforward squat. Same idea, same principle, but you are now going to be kicking out in front. So if you don't want to kick out, you could always lift your knee. I'm going to be pressing that leg out. So I'm going to be coming up, kicking out. So if you didn't want to do that, you could simply lift and have a toe tap. Or forget it altogether and just have a squat. So here we go, let's go. down. So I was concentrating. I got a balance challenge. I've only done 10. I'm going to do another 10, but you can tell that even me teaching you, I have to concentrate. Think about what I'm doing. Upright posture, core engaged, kick out on the exhale. Let's do 10 more and then we swap. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that was 20 each side. Have a break like I did. Why not? Have a little pause. Down. You'll always find, you know, what are your stronger or possibly weaker sides. How that affects your movement patterns, your kind of exercise prescription. Only you will know. So you always pare something down. If you are riding with an issue, you've got an issue in your body. You make sure you always listen to your body. I'm always here to push you, but I'm just as happy to bring you back. So that was our first 10. Sensing I'm getting warm already. Let's do 10 more. So we're going to go down. Okie dokie, perfect. Right. We've done a lot of parallel. We're going to go wide. We're going to go wide plie. Simple, straightforward. It's a squat again. It's going to be arms pushing back behind you. If you have any hip issues, you don't want to be turned out, just come parallel. But you're still wide. So let's sit down and kick out those arms. You can tell I'm keeping my gaze up, right looking at the camera. So for me, I would be keeping that eye line up in order to keep my posture nice and strong and upright. Should we try another 10? Classic chitty chatty, don't know what number we're on. You'll be able to tell me. You can drop a comment and say, you've done 50 repetitions, you crazy woman. Let's do another. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hope your legs are loving this one. Right. So now we're going to go a little bit more lateral. We've done that lateral raise, haven't we? So now we're going to take a side step or a bigger side lunge. And what you're going to do, see if you can tap down as well. Have that as the extra challenge. On the way back up, can you do an oblique crunch? So that I just demoed was a very calm option. Step, no reaching down, and a crunch. It's opposite arm and knee. Let me do 5 of these and then I'll keep going a little bit deeper. And in. And in. So on the next one, let me go a little bit deeper. I'm going to reach, still come back and still have a pause. So I've broken that down. Let's do 5 together like that. Over, together, higher, stronger crunch for me on that one. Lower, more challenging. Over and down, up and in. Over and down, up and in. One more like that. And then we'll try and see if we've got a little bit tiny, it's kind of, the pace gets up a bit and it gets a little bit more fluid if you can lift that leg and be crunching kind of in a rolling kind of circle. Over and up. Am I really going any faster? No, probably not. Let's see if we can go a tiny bit faster. Down, down. I picked up the tempo just a little bit, haven't I? Just a little bit. Let's do 5 more like this. Always remember your form when you pick up tempo. If you lose form, just don't bother with the tempo. It's not worth it. Last one like this. We've got 2 legs. We've got to do the other side. So, nothing in between. And it's going to be your 5 exercises. You did a squat with a lateral raise, we've done the wide plie, we've done the kick to the front, and now we're doing this lateral step again. So I'm going to do exactly the same. 5, calmer, and in. So we got, let's do another one of these before we go. We could actually midway, you could reach and pull. Let's do 5 like that. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to do 10. Possibly just, I'm going to go for it and see whether I've got the tempo or not. So together, down, down. That's 5 already. I need to keep with the same tempo for these remaining 4. 3, 2, 1. Nice. So, hair's gone askew. Sign of a good workout, getting a bit warm. Right. So, that is number 1 set. Done. Haven't got any more time. Feel like that was enough. Just call it a day. Perfect. You've done 5 lower body exercises. You've challenged yourself. You've maybe picked up the tempo. You've challenged the depth. Perfect. Stretch it out with some hamstring stretch, glute stretch, wide leg standing forward bend, or down dog against a wall, flat back, wall, flat back, straight legs. That's a good one. Otherwise, let's keep going. So, squat. Hopefully you already noticed that was me picking up the tempo just a little bit on our very first exercise. So I went mad first. I'm going to go calmer. So this is a slightly calmer version. I'm going to do another 10 of these. You do your depth, your tempo. Let's still see if we can get those glutes squeezing and hips thrusting forward for your last and final 3. 2, 1. Nice. I don't think you probably necessarily need any tempo attached to your lateral raise. The fact that you are coming down and up, that in itself is a cardio element. Get your heart rate up. So parallel legs, down, kick, down, kicking out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 more, swap sides, other leg. Just the same tempo, just the same depth. If you had that support, go right ahead and bring that back in whenever you need to. If you've got any knee issues, keep yourself a little higher. Make sure you're exhaling as you do that kick out. That's 10. If you ever need to, I would just pause, take a second, take some water, come back in. Do 5, 10, 15 or 20. I'm showing you the fullest that I can, or I feel that I ought to, which is 20 repetitions of good of something. They're challenging enough. 3, 4, 5. So you've got 5 more of these to go. We've got 4. We've got 3. It's 2. Last one. Perfect. So this one, if we remember, this one is you dropping down in your squat, lifting a knee, which I didn't demo. Let me demo that on this one, or partially, and then doing some kicking out as well. So I'll demo the knee lift instead this time. Squat, lift. Squat, lift. You could be lifting, moving those arms as well. I'm going to do another 5 of these and then do kicking out for 10 as well. And I'll do the same on the second side. Let's do another 2. Here we go, last one. Nice. If you ever need to as well, do 10, 10, 10, 10 and swap them over. So you decide how you're feeling. I'm going to get into that kick out. Got 5 to go. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Getting warm. Just know I'm right there with you. So we've got that slightly pared down version. It doesn't feel like it, but the non-kick out option. We're going to lift that knee 10 and then the kick out for 10 and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see I'm still keeping that gaze up, thinking about good posture and trying to maintain that breath. You might start to get your heart rate up, you might start to be losing it a little bit. You break, you pause, you do whatever you need to do so that you feel like it's your workout, not that I'm just pushing you for the sake of it. Serious if I'm just breathing, no talking. So that's that one done. We're 3 exercises down on the second set. We're going wide in your plie, wide plie squat, then we've got that lateral raise, and then you're nearly done for set number 2. Go on the angle again. That was your first 10. Have water whenever you need to and pause whenever you want to. Nice. Okay. Try to have a little rest as possible to add that cardio element. So, onward and upward, stepping, in, off we go in that crunch. Out, in, lift. Am I doing the right? No, I'm doing the wrong one. That's why. Let's go out, in, crunch. I thought the first side seemed a bit weird. There's something wrong. It's so much easier to do that, isn't it? It makes it quicker. You'll be watching this going, what has she been doing? Anywho, you were still getting a workout, you're still working your obliques. There's nothing if not honesty and a real live workout. Here we go. Let's see if I can take it up a notch. I'm going to do 10 more. Down, together, crunch. Tap, return. 3, 2, and 1, making, we've got that last, should we do another 5 I think, wasn't it? It was only a first 5. We've got another 3. This might give you a pull and stretch through your back, which is no bad thing, but just be mindful of that. Swap to the other side, swap to the other side. Oh, definitely getting warm. Let's go over, in, and then over, in, crunch. So this is your pared down version. More of a step, but I am getting deep here. So it makes sense for me, it might not for you. Let's make it, we've got 5 more of this option. Together, crunch. I'm still trying to keep that crunch quite upright as well with my posture. So I'm bringing the knee and the elbow together. If they don't come, that's okay. I'm going to go out now. Out, in, out, in, out, in, crunch. So we're already 3 nice deep ones. We're here at 4, in, 5, halfway on this option. So you've got 5 to go, then you'll be done with your second set. You can definitely pause after the second set. You do not have to do a third, but I will be with you for a third. Let's make it that one's last one. Oh, definite sign of a good workout. Here's a mess, getting warm. Have some water. Pause me, take a minute, have some water, let your breath come back. If you're wearing a jumper like me, like a crazy person, take it off. Make sure that you're feeling comfortable. Make sure you're not overheating. If you're pregnant, you possibly want everything that is a little calmer, regardless of where you are in your pregnancy journey. If you are newly postnatal, again, you'll want to stay calm, you want to stay a little lower in tempo. You just want to feel it out, see how you are, how you're feeling. Any other, like I said, issues, knees, hips, backs, ankles, shoulders, we're not doing much upper body. I mean, we're moving our body, but we're not loading it at all. So upper body should be fine on this. I'm more concerned about knees. So you'll know where you need to be for depth, right angles, or slightly higher up, support or no support. So if you want to do a squat position, you could always have chair in front of you and come down and up holding that chair. So that said, my little chat in between has given us a little pause. Let's get going. Third and final set. So this is where the magic happens. So let's get down into 20 of these. No nonsense. Then we've got 20 either side, 20 lifting or kicking, 20 wide plies, and then 20 per side. You've got the 5 exercises, 20 repetitions. Let's do this. Let's go down and out. You may well be tiring in the sense that depth isn't quite there, or your mind is wandering a little bit. That can happen. So see if you can do good quality, even if it's less in this final set. You can just pause and I'll be carrying on, and then you come back in again. So let's make these last 10 strong. I'm going to do 5 and 4. Here we go with 3. It's 2. It's 1. It's so much nicer on the third and final set. Okay, so this is your parallel lateral raise. If you wanted to, between these 3 sets, you could always be leading with the same side, or you can swap that middle set, which one is your lead leg. So I leave it with you. If you need to break things down a little bit, have more of a rest, or give each side a chance to have a little reprieve. So this is our lateral raise from your parallel squat, support or no support. I'm just going to go deep as I can for as long as I can and see where we are. You can do the same, or you could be going a little bit shallower now on this final set. Let's make it that we've got a final 10 before we swap sides. Trying always to sit down equally in your heels rather than tipping into your toes. And out. Shall we make it that we got a 5 finisher? Finishing strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. My hair is tickling my eyeball. Oh dear, is that a real thing? So we've got the other side to do. You've got the last one of this. So then we'll be 2 exercises down. Let's go. Out you go with this straight leg raise that hopefully you are feeling it now in your obliques. Because you're standing up tall, you're taking out a nice strong straight leg, and you're really working into a whole body movement. Because I'm using my shoulder blades pulled down, I'm using core strength to stand back upright, and I'm obviously working the legs. Keep the breath going. Breath is important every step of the way through these. We've got 8 to go. We've got 7. It's getting serious now. We've got our last 5 now. Exciting. 4, 3, I'm right there with you. I'm feeling these now. So let's do same option as we did on set number 2, which is you having the option to have a leg lift instead of the kick, especially if you were pushing it for 1 and 2, and third and final set you're here, but you're kind of feeling it. So let's get going. Third and final exercise here. Third and final lot of these, lifting. Still got that lovely upright spine. Still having this single leg challenge because you're lifting a leg. Let's make it, we've got 5 more of this option, then I'll do the kick out again. And 4, and 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So, I was going to say, can you have support? You might not be able to have too much support on these ones. So if you didn't want to do any lifting at all, you could come up and simply toe tap, or come up and tap the foot to the side. There's kind of options where you don't have to leave the floor with your foot. So I'll mull that over, I can always drop it in afterwards. So we're kicking out for 10 of these before we swap sides. 3, 4, 5. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What I might do is I might go back the other way. So I'm going to do the kick out first on this side because they're the harder. Whilst I've got the energy, and then I'll do the paired down option. Let's do 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One lot of 10 to go. Down, lift. Does feel a bit calmer, so if you need to or want to, you can have a support, same leg that your leg is supporting you. Let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey ya, getting tired now. Okay, so close to the edge. So close to the end, I should say. We're getting into that nice plie and then into that wide movement. So we've only got 2 to go now. This plie most probably is a reprieve from the whole lot because those ones at the beginning, they're all linked with one another. This one might feel like you're opening up the hips, nice to work the inner thighs, and kind of feel like you're opening the chest a little bit when you're kicking out with these arms. So let's just go for it and do 20 right off the bat. This is 3, 4, 5. Keep squeezing the glutes, pushing those hips forward on your way up, back to standing. Let's make next one 10. You've got 10 to go, and then only one more exercise after this. We're at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beyond excited. Like I said at the top of this one, if you want to, you change legs. I'm going to stick with the same one. I'm going to go out, calmer, come back, calmer. Let's do 5 of my super calm option. We're going to do another 2. And then on this next one now, I'm going to go a little bit deeper and stretch, and then pull a little bit deeper. So over, in, pull. Let's do 3 more of this option. 2, in, and then I'm going to take it up to what I'm calling my biggest difference, my biggest movement is the down and the up. And I'm going to do the full 10 like this. So here you are, 3, 4, 5, so close. You've only got one side coming up. Woo woo! Let's do another one just for luck. Why not? Oh, that side is done. Awesome work. So, last and final. Oh, getting a bit of a head rush, getting my sweat on. These are good things. Third and final set, last side of the last exercise. Let's go. Calm, calm, calm. Out, in, up, out, in, up, out, in, up. Let's keep going. I've swapped, haven't I, to do the same leg. Nutter. So let's do some where I step out, come in, swap. Let's go out, in, swap the leg. Out, in, swap the leg. 2 more of this option, then I'm going to go deep for the last 10. All or nothing. Right, let's go for it. Down. I'm going to do this option, which I've not showed yet. Out, drive. Out, drive. So you're floating this leg and you're ramping it up a notch just for the very last and final 5, shall we say. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, perfect. Okie dokie. So, stretching it out. If you just don't have the time right this second, I won't beat you up about it. But I would say there are some very simple ones that are so effective. If you had a support or you've got your chair, then get hold of your back of your chair or the lower bit and come down onto it. Nice wide leg. If you're like me, you haven't got a chair, but your body weight, you could have hands on hips, reach forward. You could reach like this, or you can make it to the floor. You can let the head gently drop down. If you're down here and it's okay, you can come on over here with a nice inner thigh stretch. If you're not quite there on the floor, just do it up here, hands on hips. I'll do another one each side like that. But you could reach towards those toes. That could be an option. Let's come to a nice up and over side bend. Let me move back so you see my arms. Up and over, up and over. So this is a really good one to simply pull up and over those hips, and you're getting slightly through those obliques and in and through those arms and the back. Nice. So another great one is a standing cat-cow, which is scooping or imaginary beach ball you're hugging and then coming up into upper back extension. So slightly wider than hip distance with your feet, scoop it down and come up. So for me, I push my tailbone under, or tuck the tailbone under, push the hips forward, and I'm supported. I'm also going to bring my shoulder blades quite far back together. Down and pull. Inhale, exhale. I've got my bike right here. If you've got a tabletop, you've got anything, the wall, you can always bring yourself for support into this knee to knee, which is a classic one for your thighs. Bringing yourself knee to knee, and if anything, taking that knee slightly behind is going to get you a really nice, good, strong thigh stretch. Let's do a face on with you. So it's knee to knee, good upright posture. You might even be getting a stretch through and across the hips into your obliques just by simply keeping your chest up and standing tall. Holding on for this next one, figure 4 stretch, sitting down like you're sitting in a chair. And we should be stretching your glutes. Nice, big, deep breath. Let's swap it over. See if I got the balance on the second side. Oh, hello. Maybe not. To be fair, you might actually get a stretch through that other glute because of moving in a slightly different way, or the fact that you're static. But you're using some core strength, especially if you're not holding on to anything. Lovely. And we can just roll out, wiggle out through the hands, and just open and close to the chest. Though you haven't been working per se, upper body, it's been there to support you, so you might sort of open up your chest, and then we can have a little bit of this up and over, lifting up and over the gate, I call this one, but a little mini hip opener, making things a little looser. And we are going to pause there. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed that. Any questions, any comments, please drop them in, and I will drop back in and answer any of your questions. If you'd like to know more about me, you can come and find me on Facebook, Simone Perrin Personal Trainer. If you are a woman, sorry to exclude the men, but I have my free Facebook group, which is Pregnancy, Birth and Beyond. So if you find Simone Perrin Personal Trainer, the bar at the top of it will just say join my group, and then in you come. You just have to answer a couple of questions, and then in you come to all my free stuff. And if you're on Instagram and you want to follow me over there, it's at Simone Perrin PT. And I would love, love, love to hear your thoughts, do the workout, drop back in, tell me all about it, and yeah, I will see you very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.